Welcome back, everyone. I had a question the other day from one of my viewers, and she had a session with me, and she had taken the step, and she surprised herself, and I'm sure she surprised her ex-partner now, but she actually went no contact. And there was some definite things that she did that were different this time. There was a conviction in her. It was almost as if she saw the BS that she had been putting up with, but more the story, because we tell ourselves a story. Oh, he really loved me. She really loved me. No, that they did give me affection. And of course, you remember things that they did along the way. But she asked me something and she said, Marina, what do they do when they go no contact? When the person actually goes no contact and this time they mean it, what happens? So I had to think of this because, of course, they're not all going to do the same thing. Some of them just run straight back. Like some of them just run straight back and beg and beg and beg and cry. Others are very prideful. So the prideful ones will now start to go silent as well, so they're not going to reach out to contact you. The prideful ones, let's call them the covert ones, they actually feel quite slighted, not a little bit. They actually feel that you have betrayed them. How dare you do it first? How dare you? Possibly they pushed you enough. Possibly you were the one that kept wanting to always go back. But now with the covert who's very, very prideful, what they will do, they will now pretend that they don't want you. When in actual fact, the covert desperately needs the empath. So they have to almost do a flip here. And this is why it's so hard for empaths to heal, because they actually believe the covert that does not want them, and the covert goes to great lengths to show that they are not interested in you. Now what they'll do is that they can actually put a long distance between you, but they are projecting their anger, their hate. How dare you? You see, they feel quite justified in what they are throwing towards you. It's like and it's so intensified. Remember, covert narcissists, that is their core, that passive aggressiveness. No self-awareness to actually say, you know, this is mine. Why am I so angry? No. So they will dump that onto the empath. And the empath now starts to feel possibly, I've done something wrong. You know, it was my fault. I want I want him or her back. I want them back. And so you may have months, even a month, even weeks. And then what the covert is waiting for is for you to reach out to them. That's very, very important. Now, when that occurs, and the reason why it rarely lasts is because the covert now is not going to show you how much they care about you. They're going to play you, and they take great pleasure in playing you. In fact, all coverts can do this. They will pretend, I really want to see you. I still miss you. And then when you respond back, they go silent. They ghost you. And it's very sad that these things occur, but it does happen. So that's something else that a narcissist will do when you go no contact. Many will already have had other supplies, so they just jump right back in with with the supplies that they've always got anyway. Others of them may even have a narcissistic collapse where they just can't move. You know, they're just in shock. What am I going to do? But once again, that pride, that arrogance then starts to drive. And they're not always like that. So it's not an overall mood, because their feelings are more shallow. Yeah, they're not as deep, apart from those very angry, blameful ones, the guilt. Now, they don't feel that for themselves. They have to project that out. Project that out. How dare you? And they actually can wish you quite harm. They can even deliberately get you back. They might post some things on social media. They could even go get a new boyfriend, a new girlfriend, and flaunt that around. The covert narcissist in particular, one very important thing is that they need to definitely show the empath, I don't want you. But they still will pull the empath back in, but it's only to hurt them. And once you actually see this in action, that's when many empaths do wake up. And this is what happened to my client. She actually saw it in action. So she saw the lies, she saw that he was just pretending he wanted to be with her, and then he'd push her away, and then he'd pull her back in. He liked being chased. So the question was a good one, but I think the most important thing that you need to be asking yourself is, how do I free myself from this hell, that I'm in? Even thinking about them, giving my energy away to them. Because they're energy grabbers, they're vampires. And that's why things don't go as well for you. If you truly believe that a narcissist is your friend, or that they have the best of intentions for you, you should really think again, because they don't. And even if they do want you to succeed and do well, it's possibly going to be because it's got something to do with them. It's going to bring them something, whether it brings them money, whether it brings them attention, whether, whatever it is always about them. Many of my followers are writing to me saying, I can't get the person out of my system, out of my head. And what do I do? Well, as I've said, it's really important that you go to a specialist who understands this, but also who can move things for you, because you need to make a decision that you're going to heal. And healing, of course, takes time and money. So, of course, continue to listen, and that's why I continue to post, because I understand that resources can be limited in this area. However, if you do want to reach out, and if you do want to start your sessions with me, because I work as an intuitive, meaning I find your blocks very quickly and we start removing energy, we start changing your thought processes, then reach out. That's all for now, and have an amazing day. Bye.